any other sign that may find this message, okay? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we go live again for other messages, readings, any other material, okay? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified and you can come in and join us, okay? Also, if you're interested in a personal reading or spiritual life coaching, please check out my website in the description box below. If you are also or may be interested in my Amazon wish list, please visit the website. That is in the description box. The link is there, okay? Thank you, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. Pisces, we're just going to take a look and see overall where the energy is. And like I said, we're going to focus on forward movement, okay? Please keep in mind that time is fluent in tarot and in spiritual guidance. So this message could resonate with you at this time, could have already resonated, or could resonate sooner than you think. All right. Hello, Teresa, Timeless, Joelle. Hello, Bianca. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining, okay? All right. Let's get into it. What messages do we have for our Pisces? What's going on, everybody? Alrighty. See what we have, Pisces. Pisces off placement, and apparently I have other signs that watch Pisces reading as well. So we'll say Pisces and cross watchers. Okay. Remember, this is a general message, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest for anyone else that it may resonate with. Hey, Tala. Yes, I got here on time today. I'm in the gym getting my workout on and my music wasn't hitting. Maybe this will, because I feel good today. Hey, girl. Thank you for joining. Hope you have a good workout. I hope you caught the message earlier. It was really good. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's check out, see what's going on here. The overall energy here, I have the Three of Discs, okay, Pisces. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Three of Swords. Okay, so forward movement, Pisces. I get the feeling here that you could be at a place where you got a lot of different things that you're using to move forward in your life. Okay, this could be where you are taking time for yourself. Affirmations here with the Eight of Discs. Oh yeah, you're definitely working on something and you're dedicated. It's almost like this vibe of, I'm not going to allow that situation from the past to just constantly have power over my emotions, have power over me. Okay, this could be what you're feeling right here. And you have just taken that that pain, that sorrow, that anguish, and you have poured it into yourself. You coming from a place with the strength in the reverse Leo energy, coming from a place of not feeling strong, of not feeling like you were going to bounce back, but you did. The Three of Swords, evidently and obviously, Pisces, this was a situation that really hurt you a whole lot. I feel like it hurt because you put your heart and soul into it. You really were nurturing this connection or whatever this was that hurt you. And you know, as the High Priestess here, that you deserve so much better. That doesn't mean you were without fault. It just means with the Beginnings card in the reverse, or the Fool card, you realize that even though you played your part, it's like you had to be your own advocate. You had to get to a place of seeing, okay, yeah, this didn't work, but guess what? I still, with the Emperor energy here, I still have to stand tall. I still have to be firm. I still have to be solid within myself, because I can't let this situation just break me, destroy me, keep me down, keep me in a place of not feeling like I'm worthy here. So now this, Pisces, this is a place where you're like, okay, I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of valuable friendships. I'm worthy of my family treating me better. But since that hasn't shown up, I'm going to really focus on myself. I'm going to take care of myself physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Okay. And let me hit on the family thing. As we know that we can't get another family, right? We can't get another biological family. But I'm here to tell you that even though your family is your family because of blood, you got to remember you still have a soul tribe family. So some of you could be at a place, okay, my family didn't treat me well, but I am connecting with people outside of my family that I connect better with, that seem to have more love for me, that seem to accept me for who I am. That is your soul tribe, Pisces. So that I feel like that is where your energy is needed at this time. So if you're being mistreated by people that you grew up around or people that in your family, you need to know that just because they're you have the same blood, yeah, your family, your kin to that person, but you can have a family outside of your family. So I feel like that's the piece there, Pisces, that a lot of you will be realizing, or you do realize here. We have the Prince of Disc here in the reverse. Pisces, this is a place where I feel like you have witnessed a lot of people depending on other people. And the thing about it is, it ticks you off because you've seen some really good people get, screwed over. It may have been you that experienced this. And you're like, man, the way that people are is just so messed up. So I feel like, Pisces, this is like triggering you and it's encouraging you not to be that kind of person. You're like, okay, I don't want to be a person that people can't rely on. I don't want to be that kind of person that's negative. I don't want to be that kind of person that I'll say one thing and do another. This is a vibe, Pisces, where you are really monitoring your character. You are really focused on integrity here. I get the feeling a lot of you have just either witnessed this, other people going through this, or you went through it yourself where people just unreliable and dishonest. We have the star in the reverse. Yeah. So you could have also had people around you, Pisces, that as long as you were on your feet, they were good. But the moment that you stepped away or the moment you fell just a little bit, these people scattered. They disappeared. Pisces, let me tell you something. They were revealing who they really were. When they scattered, when they got away from you, they were revealing who they really were. And you became aware of that. And it changed your whole perspective here. But what's interesting with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, what's interesting is sometimes we hit those pitfalls in life where it feels like we can't move forward. And a lot of times that's our time to reflect. A lot of times that's when our real connections are coming in. Okay. So if you ever have experienced a time where you felt down, you felt sad, maybe you lost your job, maybe something happened to you, and you had to heal or whatever it was, and you looked around like, man, the people I used to go out with, the people I used to drink with, the people I used to talk to all the time, they were around as long as I had money to buy drinks and I had all this stuff. But now that I don't have that, they're not here. If that has happened to you, Pisces, this is a time where now you're seeing when you went through that, because a lot of you may be going through this now, or it could have already happened for you. That was your time to reflect. That was your time with the Prince of Wands to figure out your next move and also to evaluate what you bring to the table overall and who deserves to sit at that table. There's a line from Tupac. I think it's a quote where it says, I want everyone to eat, or I want you to eat, but just not at my table. So yeah, you could want good for a lot of people, but you're realizing that not everybody needs to eat at the table with you. We got the Empress in the reverse. Absolutely. So I feel like you have this vibe, Pisces, because there was a time where, like I said, you were trying to do so much for everybody else and maybe you forgot yourself. So you could be in a space of, okay, now this time I'm going to remember me. With the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, I realized that I didn't give myself enough self-love. And what's amazing is when you do that with the Ten of Cups, people all around you want to love you too. And here's the thing. The thing is, you're seeing it, you're feeling it, you're witnessing it. It's like just a ray of sunshine for you at this time, Pisces. So yeah, people are starting to gravitate towards you or will gravitate towards you in love. Look at that. I said in lovers in a reverse. Absolutely. Bianca says, were you just listening to me and my convo with my daughter? Oh, wow. That's interesting, Bianca. That's wild. So yeah, I mean, you're seeing that. You're just sitting there like, okay, You're evaluating your relationships. This is a place where you are, where you're like, okay, this person doesn't see my value. This person doesn't deserve to be around me. So what can I do best for me? How can I shine? How can I keep going? Even if I got to make it to the top by myself, at least I made it, right? Seven of Swords in reverse. Let me get away from toxic connections. Let me get away from negative people. I'm seeing now that the negativity is surrounding me, but I have to start with a change of mind and a change of heart with the King of Swords here in the reverse. And the thing about it, like I said earlier today, if you watch that, and that's probably going to be primarily what I say. So if anybody says, okay, I repeat myself, this right here is probably going to be coming out a lot. We can't change people. We can't change people. I don't care what we try to do. We can't change another human being, but we can change how we respond to them. So if somebody disrespects you, you can change and evaluate how you're going to respond. All right. I believe in responding versus reacting. There is a difference. Okay. So be mindful of that. We can't change another person. Five of Cups in reverse, but we can take what they said and we can turn it and we can walk away. Or you can tell this person, you're entitled to your opinion. And I hope you have a good day. Simple as that. You don't have to go back and forth with a soul. If they're feeling some kind of way about you, and maybe they don't like something you're doing, maybe whatever it may be, know that that person is entitled, but what they think is not the final say. You know who has the final say, and it's not them. Okay? You know who's in control with the King of Cups. You know who's in control, and it's not them. Those are people that I can tell you, they can't identify your light because they don't shine like you. With the universe in the reverse, they shine in their own way, but for some reason you two don't shine the same. So anytime, Pisces, somebody can't identify pieces of themselves within you with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, they're going to try to push you away. They're going to try to project insecurities onto you when they can't identify with the light that shines outward and the energy that you hold. Okay, the Temperance in the reverse. You may have more balance in your life than this person. Okay, and that's something that sets you apart. All right, Four of Wands. You could just have a balance in your peace. You could have a balance of, I don't allow certain things in my energy anymore. And some people are able to identify that. And they're like, well, I don't have that in my life. And they may not even really recognize it, but their energy recognizes it. Okay. Six of Wands in the reverse here. Lots of times, Pisces, you probably have noticed that any success that you've had some congratulators and you've had some haters. Okay. Be grateful for the congratulators, but I'm gonna tell you this: feel blessed because you have haters. There's a big difference. Happy because you have congratulators, and feel blessed because you have haters. Your haters are your motivators. Okay, your haters are the people that are going to inspire you to keep doing what you're doing and do more. Because anytime somebody is hating on what you're doing, you are doing something right. A lot of people think, oh, they're hating because I'm a bad person. No, it's the complete opposite. Because think about it. Look how much energy it takes to hate on a person versus being happy for them. So if they choose to use a bulk of their energy to hate what you're doing, that means there must be something about your vibe that's really got this person in a whirlwind. It really just throws them off. It's just something about you. It might be your looks. It might be your charisma. It may be your intelligence. It may be your strength. It may be your way with words. Okay. But if they hating on you and you know you haven't done anything, trust and believe. That means you're doing something right. With the Ace of Disc here, be private with your money. Be private with whatever you receive in an abundance. That doesn't mean that you have to act like you're destitute or anything like that. It's just be quiet. Don't tell about everything that you're doing when it regards money, anything that is going to be a way for you to level up. Let people see your level up. on their own. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Because the one thing about it, Pisces, and you'll find this, a lot of you already know this, you'll find that a lot of people will tell you while you're down, they'll tell you, oh, it's going to get better. Oh, things are going to turn around for you. And then that glorious day comes and things turn around. And what do? They change on you, right? Because a lot of times they don't expect you to reach that pinnacle with the Princess of Swords here in the reverse. They don't expect you to reach that pinnacle. So they'll put that encouragement out there, but secretly they could be waiting for your downfall. Now, not everybody's like this, but I just want to keep it real with y'all. So make sure you're guarding your ideas, your heart, and everything that makes you you, because you got a lot of people out here that love to try to tear somebody else down who is going to be successful. So be mindful of that. Okay. And we got the Ace of Swords. So you could have a lot of clarity, Pisces, on a particular situation in your life here with the perspective card in the reverse. You could have a lot of clarity. You could feel a lot better now that you've figured a lot of things out. You could be at a place here where you're figuring out that everything that has happened to you didn't necessarily just happen to you. A lot of things happen for you. Say, for instance, if you were in a relationship and it just didn't work at all, no matter how much you tried to put into it. I feel like a lot of you are at a place now where you see why it didn't work. And you also see what has happened after that relationship. And some of you could be glad that that happened because you found another piece of you. You leveled up in some way after that situation. All right. With the Hermit in the reverse. Okay. Some of you could have reconciled with a person, or some of you, maybe you didn't totally go back, but you had a conversation and you may notice that you grew in that time that you two were apart. And also this person grew in their own way during that time you were apart. Okay. So you could be noticing that with the Four of Swords here. And you could just be getting to this place of, okay, I know what I need to do. I know how I feel. And now that I see that it wasn't all me, I get it now. So I can't control what this person did to me, but I can control what I heal from. And I could also control what I'm going to do the next time. Hey, Indigo. So, yeah. I'm a firm believer that that's why reconciliations work sometimes, is because both people have had some type of awakening or clarity and they've grown. But like I always say, in order for a person to see your value, you gotta let them go. And that's the one thing a lot of people with the Devil card is actually this way. A lot of people don't want to let go because they're so scared that they're either not going to see that person again or they're not going to meet somebody else. But I encourage you to have faith. Let go. The hardest part is letting go. If you let go of something and it comes back, I'm not saying sometimes people come back from ego because they want to satisfy ego or something like that. But if you let something go and it comes back in love, that might be yours, Pisces. Okay? But you still need to be careful. You still need to evaluate. Okay? If this person doesn't seem like they've changed, they probably haven't. They're probably back because of ego. But if this person comes in and they want to take it slow, they trying to see what you up to. For one, if you have walked completely away, just shock that person. Because a lot of people cannot walk away. But there's power in walking away because it creates scarcity. And anytime something is scarce, you notice how the value goes up. I don't know if y'all remember when we were beginning to run out of gasoline, and they hiked up the price. And even with the high prices, people were in the lines at the gas station loading up their gas, the jugs full of gas because gas was scarce. And that's something people don't normally do. You remember with the whole toilet paper deal with COVID and bleach. It's that type of vibe. But when something is readily available, When everything is normal and it's readily available, you don't think about it. You don't really see the value like that. It's not until you don't have it, like the saying says, you don't miss your water till the well runs dry, right? When you don't have any water, you realize how valuable water is. This is the vibe I'm talking about. And in order to feel that, or in order for somebody else to feel that about you, you gotta let go. I mean, completely. This person has to know that you're gonna go forward and continue living your life. And it's not to just show them anything. It's for you to show you that you can live on. Because that's how, with the Nine of Swords in a reverse, that's how codependent relationships are created. Because one person or both get into this space of feeling like, oh gosh, I got to have this person. But I'm going to tell you something. You don't have to have that person. It's nice to have their company. But a lot of times people mistreat you because they do feel like you got to have them, right? If you give off that type of vibe, like, hey, I got to talk to this person, they'll treat you accordingly. They'll treat you like, oh, I know he got to talk to me. Oh, I know she has to talk to me. They'll treat you like that. But if you find your value, or you already know your value, and you operate from a place of knowing your value, it changes the game. Because then they know that's a man or a woman that loves themselves enough to walk away from me. And guess what's going to happen? They look at their own actions. They look at their own actions. It's like watching a reel. You know how you watch the reels on Instagram and you can look back a little bit? They look at their own actions and they're like, whoa, this is what I contributed to Pisces or whomever's listening to this. This is what I contributed to their life. This is why they left me alone. Oh, I said that ugly stuff to them. I see why they don't want to talk to me. I see why they don't want to call me. I can see why they don't want to answer me when I write them. Some people still write letters, y'all. I can see why they don't want to answer my letters or my text messages. I get it. Because now I know how I treated the most precious person I had in my life at that time. Pisces, anyone else listening to this, I'm telling you, the hardest part is letting go. And a lot of us don't want to let go because of fear. Hey, LaShawn, we don't want to let go because of fear. But I encourage you to trust. If this person or situation is for you, it will find you again. If it never does, then it never was. And always know God makes no mistakes. He makes no mistakes. So if he pulled this person out of your life temporarily or forever, it was for a reason. If it's temporarily, that person needed to look at some things. You needed to look at some things. And if it's for forever, then you were probably saved from a heartache. You were probably saved from a lot of sleepless nights and all this other stuff. Okay? So be mindful of that. That's why I truly believe that time apart can be good, especially when stuff is catastrophic. And I feel like a lot of you know that. You may have had friends with the Four of Disc here. You may have had friends that came back into your life. And you're wondering, okay, gosh, we haven't talked in years. This person here grew. They grew and they remember something about you. They remember how they treated you. Probably something you told them that made them wiser at this time. So it's almost like you get your confirmations when people, Princess of Cups here, when people come back, you get confirmations. And sometimes they'll go ahead and just tell you, you know what? I had so long to think about what you said and you were right. So yeah, trust and believe. Time may not always heal all your wounds, but it definitely gives you time to look at self with the Queen of Wands in the reverse and see how you showed up. Some of you right now can look back at past actions and go, what was I thinking? Oh, I was controlling. Oh, I was a bit self-centered. Oh, I didn't give that person a chance to call me back. Some of you can look at your past actions and be like, oh, I can see why that person got annoyed with the Judgment in the reverse. I can see why they became annoyed. I can see why they got tired of me. So some of you can see that with the Chariot in the reverse, Cancer energy. And you know that you have changed because you see it. and you're processing it. The Two of Wands here, you're processing it and you're moving forward from it, right? The Two of Swords in the reverse, because first we have to see it, we have to believe it, and then we know we can achieve it, right? So this is the vibe that I'm getting here. Good stuff. All right, so let's look at the I'm gonna use the same tarot deck so that we can I think I'm gonna kind of switch up daily with that. Okay, I'm still gonna be bringing back the owls and my other decks, but I think I'm gonna just switch it up as far as trying to use one deck a day, just to try to keep the energy pretty solid here. All right, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I go live. And for other messages, leave a comment in the chat, or if you're watching this after the stream, leave a comment to let me know how it's resonating with you. Okay, let's see Pisces energies around you moving forward here. All right. Let's get one more. All right. Got an extra card. All right, the overall energy I have, Five of Swords here. That came out earlier. Five of Cups. Oh, okay. For those people, Pisces, that, or any other sign, for those people that figured out that they weren't going to break you, check this out. This is a person, or it could have been a person with the Princess of Wands in the reverse, that set out to try to hurt you, or they could have been trying to get back at you and you could never figure out why. This person had some stuff going on with them with the Hermit card here that had nothing to do with you. Could have been a Virgo. But the thing about it is, whenever it didn't work, not only did they get disappointed because it didn't work, but they hurt themselves. And now they may be hurt because with the King of Cups, you took your power back. You didn't allow their actions to interfere with your emotions, and they feel worse because now they've had time to reflect in Hermit energy, and they feel worse. You took your power back. You went on with your life, and they're seeing now, oh my gosh, Pisces has so much emotional control. Pisces doesn't handle situations like the people that I'm accustomed to. You didn't fly off a handle, Nine of Swords. When you didn't fly off a handle, when you didn't argue, when you didn't show up at this person's house, when you didn't go back and forth with them at work, this person felt like, oh, I really lost them. Because they may have been so accustomed to people being reactionary, right? Ten of Disc in the reverse, and they just felt like this was a whole new feeling for them. They're used to people arguing and fighting and doing all of this towards them. But you gave off a different vibe that I feel like is really encouraging this person to be different as well. It's going to take time with the Two of Wands in the reverse because nothing happens overnight. But it's encouraging. It has an impact. It's having an impact on this person, High Priestess, by you standing firm on your boundaries, by you standing up for yourself. This is doing a lot for people. Six of Cups here, okay? A lot of people are wanting to give back. A lot of people may be wanting to give you explanations as to why they did what they did. And it's all because you finally just stood in your power and said, hey, this situation right here is not working for me. I don't need to be treated like this. And you stood for something, right? You showed people that it's a little different. Exactly how I felt. Left, you are spot on. Thank you, Pisces 22. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you came off a bit different. Okay. So with the Tower in the reverse, it makes people rethink things. When you come off as being a little different than what they're accustomed to, it makes them rethink things, such as a connection with the Two of Cups in the reverse. All right. And then they realize with the Seven of Wands what they pushed away, what they caused to happen. Two of Disc here in the reverse. You took the time, Pisces, to say to yourself, I can't change this man. I can't change this woman, but I can change myself. I can make a decision right now that I'm going to change for me. And I feel like a lot of you did that. I feel like a lot of you did that. So it's the thing about it. When you made a choice to change for you, not only did you change for you, but you became the change. You became the change. And get this. Some of you are noticing you have become the change with the Judgment card, that you are influencing other people to want to be their best self. Just by you being you. Just by you being you. You are encouraging people around you to want to be their best selves. Nine of Cups. Because you're coming off as being fulfilled all the way. Maybe not quite 10 of Cups, but you're coming off that way, which is, I mean, you're talking 9 Cups, that's 90% of the way. And it's being projected out. You have a glow. You have your aura. And all of that is coming, is shining. Okay? With the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And a lot of people don't know that. Some people could think like, well, what is her secret? What is his secret? And the secret is just self-love. A secret is you realize that you got you for the rest of your life. You realize that. Queen of Cups. And you started being more in tune with your intuition. You said, wait a minute. I have been doing all this extra work. I haven't just sat back and really listened to my intuition. Had I really sat back and listened to it, I wouldn't have been doing all this extra work. Because my intuition would have awakened me. So with the Strength in the reverse, you decided to strengthen your intuition. You decided to practice listening to yourself more. And you notice you have more energy. With the Four of Swords in the reverse. You notice that you don't have to be in a constant mental war whenever you take the time to listen to your intuition and also get a feel for what's right with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. And it may require for you to separate from a lot of people that are no longer serving you. Eight of Wands in the reverse, that could be holding your forward movement back. All right? Bringing balance to your life. You're encouraging people without you knowing it. Let's just say, for instance, you're on the phone with someone. And maybe this person is having a problem with another person. You could be doing things like, instead of you chiming in and really entertaining what they're doing, you could be saying stuff like, well, when you two come to a place of wanting peace, you'll fix this. You could be saying stuff like that. And this person's looking at their phone like, huh? You know, because you're choosing not to entertain the foolishness. Six of Swords in the reverse. You're choosing not to do it. It's like, don't call me with a whole lot of drama. Don't call, or let's not hang out and you still talking about a lot of drama. Eight of Cups in the reverse, because I can't be a part of this. It's in the reverse because they want you to be a part of it, but you've gotten to a place where you're like, I can't do it. It takes away from my vibration with the Sun in the reverse. Okay? It takes away from my vibration, and I need my vibration to be high frequency. Because that's when I feel the best. That's when I feel the most encouraged. That's when I feel my gifts working for my good and working for people around me. When my vibration is high. And if you're going to kill my vibe, we can't talk. I feel it. That's where you at. And people around you feeling that too. Right? That's why phone calls are shorter with the Five of Wands here. That's why some of the phone calls are shorter nowadays with you and somebody else. It's not because you're saying much, it's your vibe. It's the level that you're on. They don't understand it. You're at a level of peace. And the real ones are going to understand it. If they're not where you are in their peace, they're going to try their best to get there. And maybe you can help that person get their peace by you just remaining peaceful, right? By you remaining peaceful, you could be helping others to find peace, or they could be just searching for it and wanting it. Okay? Yes, ate a disc and working hard to keep it when they get it. And once a person, Pisces, gets their peace of mind, they're going to do everything in their power not to lose it. Because there's nothing like having peace. There's nothing like it. There's nothing that compares to it. When your mind is fully at peace, at rest, and you can think clearly. You can think through situations. There's nothing like it. When your mind is just going like 120 miles per hour, it's hard for you to make the best decisions. It's hard for you to really recognize your spiritual gifts. It's hard for you to really be understanding of other people. When you got all this negativity in your mind and your heart is not at peace. And some people don't understand that, especially when they live in chaos. But I feel like regardless of how they live, you're not allowing, with the Nine of Wands, you're not allowing their influence to take away from what you have right now. And you don't need to. You need to remain steadfast. You need to remain strong. You need to be good with yourself and know that not everybody's going to understand you, but the right people will. I promise you, they will. Okay? The right people are going to get you. With the beginnings or the Fool card in the reverse. Here's the thing. Anything that walked away from you permanently, and I'm saying this, anything that walked away from you permanently, or something that came back to you and caused you more stress, that is a hindrance to your new beginning. Now, if something enters your life and it's brand new and it's adding to you, that's the key to your new beginning. If something comes back to you, and listen to me now, when they're talking about reconciliation, if it comes back to you and it's an addition to your life, it's adding to you, then that energy is supposed to be there. But if it's come back into your life to take away, they're not supposed to be there. But it's up to you to cut the cord. Okay? Tina says that. Says, "No, when I needed them, they weren't there, so I got to save myself." Now, you got to save yourself. Remember, y'all, at the end of the day, all you have is you. And really, are you going to allow people to continue to disrespect you, to ignore you, to leave you on red and all this stuff, not give an explanation as to why they're doing what they're doing? You deserve more than that. You deserve more than that. And people that make it a point to apologize and is sincere and they let you know that they're there, those are probably people that you can kind of hold on to. But we got to remember not to try to make everybody be like us, because no two people are alike. Let that person be uniquely who they are and you be who you are, as long as you two respect each other. But when you got the disrespect with the Princess of Swords, you got the disrespect and you always got to wonder here, why this person doesn't respect me, why they do this, why they do that. That's the energy that doesn't, deserve you. I can go ahead and tell you. 10 of Cups here. Because you deserve peace. You deserve peace. You deserve harmony. And you deserve understanding. Okay? The Ace of Wands in the reverse. And you also deserve energies to come into your life that are going to help you to elevate in your frequency. Right? You deserve that. And you definitely don't want anyone coming in trying to devalue you. You got people that when you're trying to build, just think about some Legos, whether you got the little mini ones or the big ones, and you're building something. Just think about that. And then think about somebody coming in that's jealous because they see the way that you're building yours up and they kick it or they throw it on the floor. You don't need that in your life. Somebody trying to break up everything that you're trying to build, get rid of them. But if you got somebody coming in trying to add on, like they're picking up other Legos and trying to help you build that Lego, that structure that you're building, that's a person worth keeping. Okay? Perspective here. That's a person that sees your light and they want to be a part of it. Let me help you in any way that I can. Let me just give you a kind word. Let me show you, Pisces, that I believe in you. I respect you. That's probably a person worth holding on to. But these other ones, they're not worth it, because with the lovers here, you operate from a place of love, Pisces. You always have and probably always will. So you need to deal with people that operate from a place of love. That doesn't mean everybody's bad. You may be friends with people that are not on your frequency at all, and that's okay. But you know where to place them in your life, and it's not at the forefront. Because the forefront people are the ones that are going to keep you motivated. They're going to keep you encouraged. They're going to keep you laughing because they got good personalities. They know when to be serious. They know when to let loose. And they're just going to be positive all around. Maybe not all the time. There may be times that you'll have to give them a pep talk, and that's fine. But for the most part, they're going to be supportive of you. They're going to want you to do well and mean it, you know? And that's what you want on the forefront. All this other crap, you want it behind you. So know where a person's position is in your life. And some people don't even make the roster. I'm just going to be honest. Some people don't even make the cut. But you'll know who to place where. Okay? All right. Let's see if we got any additional information out here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live. And for other messages, leave a comment to let me know how it resonates. All right. Let's see what else we got, Pisces. If there's anything that I may have missed or anything that needs to come out before we end this video here, please check out the video from earlier. Thank you so much. Pay attention to the intuition, y'all. Pay attention to it. It's there for a reason. It is your guide. But make sure you're listening to the intuition and not ego. All right, Pisces. This looks like an additional message here. The Prince of Cups in the reverse here. Here's the thing. I want you to know that when other people look back on actions that they have projected onto you, they may or may not see it in the same way that you see it. Okay? A lot of you can confirm this. What you may notice is that they see a little deeper than what you thought, right? So in a sense, Pisces, when you give people Two of Cups in reverse, when you give them space and you give them a chance and opportunity, they have a tendency to dive a little deeper, you know, because with the High Priestess in the reverse, they're always trying to figure out what did they get wrong that made you back up. Okay? That made you back up. So that makes them dig a little deeper with the Judgment in the reverse. And while you may be thinking that person never loved me, that person never really cared for me, and you give them that space and opportunity, that's when they realize your value. That's when they have time to think back. That's when they have to be around other energies to really see the significance of yours, because only you have your energy. There's nobody else in the world like you. That's the beauty of being unique and uniquely different in everything. There will never be another you. So why not value who you are? Because you are important to the world. Because there's only one kind, one you. And that's what a lot of them realize once you pull away. But you got to pull away. You got to pull away. You know? Tower moment. The Tower moment. I like that card in a way. It's a hurtful time, but it's also a time of it's reckoning, it's realizing, it's analyzing, and trying to put plans into place of how to rebuild your life or how to rebuild yourself after something significant that has happened, such as a breakup, a divorce, the end of a friendship, a passing of a loved one. It is a chance for you to get to a place of recognizing and really trying to figure out. And then we have the death card here. New beginning. New beginning all around. Okay? So here we are. Tower moment. New beginning. New beginning and building a new tower. Okay? Three of disc in the reverse. Because what was going on in that old tower didn't work. So there was a tower moment, which led to this death card, the ending, new beginning here, and forward movement, 8 of Wands. You're seeing that, you feel that, you know that. 6 of Cups here in the reverse here. People that try to act innocent after hurting you, Pisces, those people don't deserve your energy. If they can sit there and act innocent as if they didn't hurt you, they don't deserve your energy. Know that. I want you to know that. That person is manipulative. They're very manipulative. The 6 of disc in the reverse. And these same kind of people could like to tell you all the time what they've done for you. They like to tell you what they've done for you all the time. If they've ever had to be there for you, well, I was there for you. I remember when I helped you. Number one, that person is broken. And number two, that's not your person. That's not a good person for you. Not at that version. Now, they may choose to heal, grow, and elevate. But right now, that's not a good situation for you. Prince of disc in the reverse. They're unreliable. I'm telling you, if a person can look at you and they know the pain that they caused you, and they know that, right? That person, they're not real. They're manipulative. And they need to be set to the side. They need to be on the sideline. They don't need to be in the game. They need to be on the sideline watching. The moon in the reverse. Because clearly these are people that don't value you, and they probably don't really value other people until it's with the 7 of disc, until it benefits them. Okay? Then they want to pick you up and try again. 4 of swords. Don't allow yourself to keep being picked up by the wrong energy. If they come back around, you remain steadfast. You hear them out. And definitely don't do all the work. Don't do all the work. It's not about you wanting this person to feel bad. It's not about you wanting this person to grovel. You don't want this person to beg you. But you want this person to recognize your value and to also know that you're not a person to play with. Because you're a child of the Most High. There's a purpose for you here on this earth. And just because they can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Just because they can't see your purpose doesn't mean it's not there. They can't see your value doesn't mean you're not valuable. That just means that's a person they can't see. That just means they can't identify high frequency because of maybe what they're used to. The Chariot. When you give a person this option, Pisces, of they can stay or they can go, that is a power move. And I'm not saying, don't say it with an attitude. I'm just saying, if it reaches a point where this person is trying to debate whether or not they want to still talk to you or be around you, and you strictly tell them with all of your heart, whatever you want to do is fine with me. I'm not going to be mad. But I can't guarantee you that I'm going to stick around when you want to come back around the next time. But I want you to do what's best for you. And I love you enough to let you go. Powerful move. A lot of people don't want to do it. But it'll make this person love you more. I'm trying to tell you. If they ever cared, They really gonna care when they feel like they have that freedom. When they feel like they have that freedom. In fact, it kind of makes people not really want to go anywhere because they have the freedom. It's wild. It's like when you have something, you don't really want it per se, but when you don't have it, it just seems so tempting. So if you make a person feel like they can't, thank you, Taisha, for your super chat. Thank you so much. If you make a person feel like they have freedom and not like they're bound to you, this helps that person really feel comfortable around you. And they're more apt to want to stay in the situation with you. But if you're smothering them, if they feel like they just can't move around without your say so, or they feel like you're going to question every move, I kid you not, that's when most people panic the most. Is when they feel like they're losing their freedom. Like they say, you can get more is it more flies? Yeah. You can get more flies with honey than you can vinegar. Okay. The Hierophant in the reverse. And sometimes you need to be the person that got away. You need to be the one that got away. And don't make it so easy for them. If you decide to talk, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. And this is if you talk to somebody from your past or somebody coming in your life, don't make it so easy for them. I'm not saying just stand back and do nothing, but just sit back and watch what they do naturally. That's going to tell you what you need to know. That's going to tell you what you need to know. And for those of you that may be facing a baby mama or baby daddy situation where you're dating somebody and they got that kind of drama going on, this may not be for all of you, but I just want to hit on this because we talked about it a few times. Let me tell you something. If that man or that woman is coming to you and they're telling you stuff about what their baby daddy or what their baby mama said, and they have that rage, like that unresolved rage, what has happened is one or both of them, they really don't want to be together, but they have not figured out how to let the rage go, let that drama go. So they keep doing that. They keep doing that silly stuff, that immaturity. So let me tell you this. If you're dealing with that, you turn to your partner. If he or she is telling you something about what they're going through in a co-parenting situation with their son's or daughter's mom or child's father, you say, okay, when you two get to a place of wanting to conduct yourselves like adults, you'll stop this. Change the whole vibe, y'all. Don't get in the middle of it. You just look at whoever you talking to and you say, when you two are ready to act like adults, right? And be adults in this situation, you'll change it. It's going to change the whole energy of the conversation. I guarantee you that person's going to look at you weird. They're going to look at you like, what? And they may not want to talk to you about it anymore. And that's okay. Because that's you remaining peaceful. Prince of Wands in the reverse. That's you remaining peaceful. That's you knowing your place. Look at that, Seven of Wands. And keeping negative energy away from you. And it allows this person to think. And they're going to reflect on what you said. That's right. Grace and boundaries. That's right. Which role did you play, Taisha? Under the water. Thank you. Don't get in the middle of that. Some people come in and they get right in the middle of that. Don't get in the middle of that. That's just two people that probably used to argue, used to do a whole lot of back and forth when they were together way back when. And they never stopped doing that. They never cut that off. And that may be something that they just do. But if your influence hits that person that you're with, and that's a if now, can't make anybody do anything. But sometimes you being in peace and in control of your emotions can be an inspiration to the person you with. I kid you not. If they see you not getting all bothered and not, showing off and all that, and they want to be around you, 9 times out of 10, it's going to change the energy of what's going on. Right. Taisha, yeah, exactly. I wouldn't get in the middle of it. I wouldn't have that much to say to the child's mom or child's dad and your partner that you're with. I wouldn't get in the middle of it. But what I would say, and this is something personally that I would say in my own situation, I would say, look, when the two of you get to a place of wanting to let that go and act like adults, that's what you'll do. And it's gonna change the game. And you might be in that person's life just to get just to do that. You might come in, your energy may be so different that you may change how this person communicate with a lot of people. Awesome, Taisha. Awesome. The voice of reason. That's right. Under the waterfall. Because I'm telling you, a lot of people don't know, or they know of it. They've heard of it. They've heard of having peace, but they don't know how to get to it, right? They don't know how to get to peace. And it takes for a person that works very hard to stay peaceful to the point where it comes natural. It takes a peaceful person to come in and be an influence that helps somebody find their peace. So I encourage you to be a peaceful person. That doesn't mean you can change this person. You can't change the dynamic between the baby mama and the baby daddy and baby mama. You can't change that. But by you being you and being solid, and you keep yourself out of it, and you just say those few words, well, when you two decide to act like adults in this situation, you'll change it. And that's not offending them. That's being honest. If you go when you two decide to be adults about the situation, you'll change it. Because clearly whatever happened between the two of them was unresolved. And clearly the relationship has been over a long time ago. But because they're so used to the back and forth, they're attached to that. They're attached to that. And then sometimes they want to pull you in it. I wouldn't be pulled in it. I would say, well, when you two get tired and when you two really want to act like adults when it comes to your children, that's what you're going to do. And you might have to say it a few times, but they'll get it. They'll know that they can't bring it to you. They know that they can't bring that drama to you. And then they're going to get by themselves and think about it. They're going to think about it. Because once again, when you're operating from a place of peace, you tend to be peaceful in all aspects. I remember one time I had somebody, they were telling me something. They were telling me, they were trying to stress about bills, right? They were like, oh, they charging me this amount of money for this. I don't know how I'm going to pay it. And I say, look, do you believe in manifestation? Do you have faith? And they say, yeah. How much faith do you have? I have a lot. I believe, I trust. You got to trust that it's going to get better. And they got mad or everything. Everything just can't be blown off. I got to figure out a way. They got upset with me because they wanted me to have that same energy of worry. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go crazy over a bill that the bill is for something that you really need. So at the end of the day, the bill's still going to be there. So why in the world am I going to stress myself because you're stressed? I'm not doing it. And I told him that. I said, but what I will do is encourage you to manifest it getting better in whatever way, an alternative or something, or that you'll have a way to pay it, even if you have to split it up. A few weeks later, that bill was cut down by 70%. She had a discussion with the manager of the company, and he cut it down 70%. And all she had to do was have faith. All she had to do was go ahead and have a plan B and a plan C in motion to get the bill paid if plan A didn't work. All she had to do was do that, do the work, be prepared for the worst, but still manifest the best. Manifest the best. Always know you deserve the best. When you feel like you deserve the best, that doesn't mean you're not going to have challenges. That doesn't mean you're not going to go through hard times, because we all face them. That doesn't mean that people aren't going to do you wrong, because that's just how it is in this life. But when you have faith, when you know for sure that things will work out, you don't know how they're going to work. Well, you do, because the Most High is there. But you don't know when. You just know it's going to work. Just sit back and watch it. It's going to just happen in such a beautiful way. And you're going to be like, man, all I had to do was continue to work. And it's just going to align for me. And when she told me that her bill was reduced by 70%, I said, see, that's what I was trying to tell you. I can't give you back the same energy that you're giving me because you're stressed. Then you're just going to be two stressed people doing what? If we keep believing in the worst is going to happen. If you believe in things turning around, then things will turn around. And remember, when people get you angry and upset, they control you. I'm being honest. They control you. And that's hard to get to a place of not letting people upset you. But if their words and their actions upset you, that means they control you. If you get something in the mail like a bill, and like this lady did, and it makes you upset, that bill controlling you. Hard. So it is hard, because your human reaction is to get upset. And that's fine. But try not to stay upset too long, because whatever it is controlling you. And when something has a hold of you like that, it's controlling your emotional state, your mental state, your physical state. You know, that's how we get anxiety. That's how we have heart attacks, blood pressure issues. It's not worth it. Hi, Melissa. Yeah, that's true. So true. Those who anger me control me. So serious. You talking to somebody, I used it in my reading for earlier today. Check that out if you haven't already. If you're talking to somebody and they say something offensive to you, that offense has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. But if you react to it, oh, no, you did. If you do all that, they control you. They have the power over you. They have the power over you. And I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't want anybody having power over me like that. And you got to work at it, because you got people that will provoke you. You got people that will test you. Yes, it's understand that it feels like it's coming at every direction. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that sometimes. But when you operate from a place of peace, you will have a clearer mind. Like I said, we can't stop problems from arising. But when you try to be peaceful, like 85 to 90% of the time, You're going to have a more logical way of thinking. You're going to have a clear mental space, and you're going to be able to make better decisions. Okay? It's when your mind is all jumbled up that it's hard to think clearly. That's right. They will test you. They will test you. Anybody that comes into your life, you got to have the kind of energy that that person feels like it's an honor to be in your life. Not that you're demanding, not that you're controlling, but you need to be in such a positive space that this person feels like they feel like they're mad. It's magic when y'all are together. It's magic when they talk to you. And they literally feel honored to have you around because you're such a blessing. But you got to walk in the light. You got to walk and believe you are a blessing. Step into that. And that's how you're going to show up in a room. You're going to show up like a prize. You're going to show up like it's an honor to be around you because of the light that you carry. Because of the light that you carry. See, you may have been thinking that people didn't see you. They didn't notice you. Oh, they noticed you. But in order for them to react to what they noticed, you needed to believe in yourself. You needed to feel secure in your own light. You needed to feel secure in what your purpose is and where you are in life. And you notice that people that come into your life, they will feel honored. They will feel like it's a blessing to just be around you because you give off a different vibration. That's right, DP. You give off a different vibe. You do the opposite of what negativity looks like. And this is why some people will say, well, why did he marry her and not me? Or why did she marry him and not me? A lot of times we don't know. Maybe they had a different attraction, but I can promise you it has something to do with vibration. Honestly. Not that you're a bad person. It's just that person could have had a totally different vibration. And maybe they're not the most attractive thing in your mind. Because some people say, why is he with her? She's ugly. Oh, he left me for her. No, I'm not gonna say he left you for her, but y'all broke up. He met somebody else. And because you don't think she's attractive, you want to say, I don't understand why he's with her. There's something about that woman. There's something about that man that you may not understand. And a lot of times it's the frequency. It's the frequency. It's the way that person, that new person makes that person feel. You can be with somebody and they can make you feel like the most beautiful woman in the world or the most handsome guy in the world. And you know there's plenty of nice looking people in the world, but you can be around a person and their energy is so magnetic that it makes you feel like you're just a queen or a king. That's the vibe that they have. It's so powerful. I'm not talking about the players out here. I'm talking about authentic, genuine likeness. And sometimes you can be with a person for years that you never felt like you were seen. You never felt like the person respected you. A lot of times that person doesn't respect or see themselves, right? So they were never going to see you because they didn't see themselves. Melissa says someone else will appreciate one when another is ignoring them. There is someone out there for everyone. There is. There is. There is. That's right, Melissa. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Taisha. That's horrible. Sorry to hear that. But there will be another person. So just know that, everybody. When people get an emotion out of you, like yelling, cursing, screaming, throwing stuff, that person has control over you. Now, do you want to be around a person that brings out the best out of you or the worst out of you? Then you got to think about who you're with. You got to think about the person that you're with. Are they bringing out the best out of you or the worst out of you? You ever heard somebody say, I've just never met anybody like that before? I thought it was too good to be true. You know why they saying that? Because they never been around that kind of energy. That's what it is. The person is who they are. They're not putting on a show. Some people can fake it, but you can only fake for so long. Nobody's perfect. Everybody got something with them. They got some kind of quirk. But when you hear people say it just feel like it's too good to be true, this and that, it's just because they're not used to the type of energy that that person has. That's what it is. They might be used to people arguing all the time, cursing people out, and they get around somebody that's just not on that wave or or that person has grown past that. It's a whole different feeling. It's like day and night. And it could make that person nervous because they never been around that calmness and peace. Taisha, was he real when they first met? Yeah. You can only fake so long. You're going to be who you are. We all make mistakes. We are all learning in the school on earth. That's true, Melissa. Yeah. So why not start out being yourself, but be in peace with it? Just be yourself. Put your best foot forward and be yourself. Because you captured the person's interest. They're trying to get to know you. So if they get if you made it past step one, so they want to get to know you, okay, and you want to get to know them, just be you, but have a positivity with it. Taisha doing the right thing, like where she come from. Is she real? Yep, I agree. DP, yeah. Somebody keeps going back to their past, you need to let that person go because that's a waste of your time and your precious energy and time. You know, some people will ask that question. If you vibrating higher and you really been working on yourself, that doesn't mean you a finished product, but you've been working. They will probably wonder, well, where in the world did this person come from? It's just they're just different. I like being different. It's like getting a present. It's like getting a Christmas present, but it's not Christmas. What's meant to be will be, and what's not, it then is. Yep, that's true, Melissa. What's meant to be will be, and if it's not meant to be, it won't be. So why stress about it? Have fun. Have fun. Get to know these people that you meet. Get to know them. Get to know them. Let them get to know you. Allow them to get to know pieces of you. You don't have to tell everything about your life, but allow them to get to know this wonderful person that you have built yourself to be. Because you're worthy of that. And this person should feel like they have something valuable, right? They should feel like they have something that don't nobody else have. And that starts with you recognizing and feeling like you're not like anybody else. Because you're not. We're all people, but we're all different. We're all different. And it's okay to be different. So enjoy your time with new people. Gain the experience. If it goes the distance, great. If it doesn't, you had a good time. I'm going through it myself. It's been hard since 2020. And when we know it's meant to be, we know. That's true, Melissa. That's true. You'll know. A lot of times you'll know if you separate from the person, and I'm not talking about you just missing them, but you start just feeling like you can't get them off your mind. You just, and they can't get you. It works both ways. They can't get you off their mind. You can't stop thinking about them. And it's like, it's a strong pull. And you didn't have a bad situation. There was no cheating. If there was cheating and all that. But I'm just talking about, like, you'll just know. You'll just know. It is, Taisha. That's why all we can do is one day at a time and be patient and just pray. Just pray and have faith. That's what I do. And just put it in God's hands and He'll show you the way. It may not be the way you want sometimes, but He will show you the way and what to do with the situation. And we just have to pay attention to what we're hearing, what we're seeing. And just don't forget your value, however it works out. Because after all, they are in your life for a reason, whether that's a season or a lifetime. But while they're there, just enjoy the moment. A lot of times we forget to enjoy the moment because we want to get into a relationship or, all this other stuff. And we forget to just enjoy the phone calls, enjoy the dates, enjoy the laughs, just have a good time. The flirting. I love flirting in the beginning, like when the talking stage, when you flirting and all this, and you're making those little jokes like you should be over here with me laying down, you should be lying next to me. I love all that stuff. It's cheesy sometimes, but I love it. All that stuff is just so exciting. Always follow your heart. Yeah, that's right, Melissa. It's so exciting to me. Because clearly that person's into you. Clearly they into you. That's true. Yeah. Because a lot of times when we look back, we don't necessarily remember all the big things that happen in life. If you notice, it's the little things. It's the little things. So that's all I have for you today. I hope this message was another good message for you. I know it was a good one for me. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for to be notified of new messages and readings and also new material. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this forward movement message. Please leave a comment in the comment section to let me know how it resonates with you. Thank you so much for all that you have done for the channel, just being a part of it, and also tuning into the lives and watching the streams after they air. Okay? Have a great one, everybody. Stay safe and blessed. Remember, you are worth it always. Take care of yourself. Love and light. Bye.